Great. That means our guest is a coffee lover.
Of course, the mental health issues are not anything which is any kind of evil spirits or spiritual matter, because still in 21st century people think that it is totally not.
Hello everyone and welcome back to K Kotile Connect, where words connect creativity, growth and care. I'm your host Kripa Agarwala and today we are diving into a topic that truly matters, mental health. Joining us is someone I deeply admire, Mrs. Somdata Banerjee, a senior psychology teacher, consultant psychologist and the founder of Manuscope, with over 20 years of experience in the field of mental health. Welcome to the show, ma'am. It's an absolute honor to have you today here with us.
Thank you so much, Kripa, for inviting me today. Thank you.
So, ma'am, before we begin with our conversation, let our viewers know how are you feeling today.
Thank you so much, Kripa, once again to have me today in the podcast shoot. Actually, we all are facing every day a lot of challenges in day-to-day life also. So yes, I had another program today in the morning, and now I'm here for the shoot. It's feeling good. It's very nice. Thank you.
How would you define mental well-being in today's youth's context?
See, mental health issues, as I said just now, have increased tremendously in the last few years. Especially from COVID, we have seen from 2020 that every age, whether it's a toddler or an adolescent or adults, all of us, we face a lot of challenges in daily life. Now, being it our studies or workplace or as a family person, we have to face a lot. Now, when we talk about the adolescent and teenage, we know it's very, very crucial that the challenges which they face during this particular age, because we often explain the term adolescence as a period of storm and stress, because every day they have to face a lot. They have to fight psychologically, emotionally and mentally to cope up with all the challenges. Now, very important is how much resources and how much amount of coping skills and strategies we have around us, which helps us to actually fight these stresses. So it's very important to be mentally, psychologically healthy. We have to take care of our mental health at every stage of life.
Okay, that's good to know about it. Well, whatever you have mentioned, that's really crucial to our viewers to know about it, because the topic is so much sensitive that maybe most of the people doesn't know about it.
Actually, the thing is that the most difficult part when we talk about mental health, as we all know that whenever we fall sick or we are not well physically, we go to a doctor, but we never visit a mental health professional when we do not feel well, like from our inside. So what happens is there is a lot of stigma and a lot of other issues related to mental health which is still there in our society. People, they feel very embarrassed to talk about this mental health condition or state, and whenever that is not addressed on time, it increases.
Yes.
So if it is detected and intervened and proper professional guidance is given, obviously there is high possibility that the things can be better in the long run, but it doesn't happen. It goes on, and the time comes when it's too late for the person to understand that why didn't I start before.
Yes.
So whenever we find somebody, whether it's a toddler or a teenager or a school-going child, anybody, the things are not going in line with each other. Like there is something which is a little bit different, and the person is not being taken care of. So obviously we should give a hand to that person. We should help the person to come to a mental health professional. And very important is our society. Just now I said there's a lot of taboo and stigma. Though we are in 21st century, we are talking about AI and all this ChatGPT and so many things, new things are coming up, but we are still lagging behind in this coming up or talking about mental health. So it's very important for us and high time for us to understand that it's a very crucial and important thing, which at one point of time it will be much more important than our physical health also, because physical health can be treated quickly, but mental health conditions are very difficult to get treated.
So as you have mentioned AI, as we all know that social media has been playing a vital role in our life nowadays. So how does it influence mental health both positively and negatively?
See, social media has been influencing us for the last few years. It's very high, and we know that there are many things which are actually, there are a few things which are good, which are bad, both the positive and negative things we should discuss. And now at present, we can see how much AI is influencing, and recently we know all these different Gemini app and the other apps through which people are making and getting different kinds of photographs,
Yes.
and they're putting it on social media. They're thinking that getting a number of likes and followers and subscribers, which everybody wants actually. We all want attention in life, but they are not understanding that this is just a particular phase. It's not a very permanent kind of thing. It's a temporary thing, and we are all very happy with that. But when we look for something which goes beyond, and if you think that I will connect with somebody emotionally and deeply, that time this is very difficult to handle. Like, it's not only the things which are in forefront, it's just not temporary thing. So what my suggestion is, it's very important to understand that AI or other things, whatever new apps are coming, it will never be a replacement of the human mind. It cannot be, never. So the way the handling of emotions, the way we have sympathy, we should show sympathy and empathy, that can never be another answer
Yes,
or
ma'am.
something from AI that we are going to
Replaced.
get.
They cannot be
Replaced,
replaced.
exactly. So that is very difficult. Plus, when we talk about creativity, we talk about decision making, judgments. These things, do you think that AI can replace
Never.
the human mind? It
Never.
cannot be. It cannot be. And it's very temporary. That people are not understanding. They are just running after this temporary thing. It's only for some time they are getting likes, followers, good comments, which makes us happy. But it is not for a long period of time. This will come to an end.
So can
Yes.
we call this particular thing a term known as preoccupied stage?
Yes, of course, it's a preoccupied state because there is a lot of difference between the real world and the imaginary world, and always it's better that we stay in the real world. Sometimes we try to imitate the models, the actors, actresses, whatever we see on stage, but that is not real. You are going to the imaginary world.
Yes.
So you have to think that I cannot stay in the imaginary world for a long time. I cannot be in fantasy world. I have to come back to the real world at one point. That is very important. And whenever this difference increases between the real world and the fantasy world, there's a lot of problems and issues that comes up. So it's very
So
important.
comparing a real world and imaginary world, movies have been playing a crucial role. So a few days back, I was just scrolling and I got to know that you have been a huge SRK fan. So can you please suggest our viewers one of the movies of SRK which can help the which can help the students dealing with the mental anxiety to come out of it?
See, number of movies are there. Not only I am a very big fan of SRK, but Dear Zindagi is a very famous movie. And apart from Dear Zindagi, there are number of movies which have come out. Recently, I think all of you are aware of this movie. We had seen it before also because Amir Khan does a very good work. I'm a big fan of Amir Khan as well. So we have seen that directors and producers have been trying to put psychological concepts into movies and making it much more attractive and entertaining. Now there is a movie recently which has come out, that is Sitare Zameen Par, and previously we had seen the
Tare
first
Zameen
part,
Par.
Tare Zameen Par. So it's a beautiful movie where Amir Khan is showing this particular group of children, especially the adolescent teenage people, they are becoming adults, how they are handling and with different kinds of learning disabilities. They are shown different things, there's dyslexia, some of them are having severe autism. So that is very important. It's good that we are making such movies, we are bringing these things in front of the audience so that they actually understand the things better. Like reading a book and seeing something on the television has a huge lot of difference. We know that we do not have any much more habit of reading storybooks nowadays. We more look for the social media and Facebook, Instagram, and all these informations we get quickly on social media. But it's very important that it's good that they are taking up these topics, and more of movies and short films are coming up on this. At least people can see and become aware. That
So
is
with this, can we say that the movies have both positive and negative